The Mark Twain House and Museum is celebrating the holidays in style, giving families a chance to step back to experience the customs of days gone by. Joining me now to fill us in is Patty Philippon, the Chief Curator. Welcome to Connecticut Style. Nice to have you here. So I have to tell you, I haven't been in the Mark Twain House since probably 6th or 7th grade when I was on a field trip there. But it's right on Farmington Avenue in the Asylum Hill section of Hartford, easy to get to. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Mark Twain, or Samuel Clemens, which was his real name, lived there from 1874 till 1891, finally sold the house in 1903. It's the place that he's lived the longest in his entire life, and he said it was one of the happiest periods of his life when he lived there in Hartford.
We have some pictures we could show you. How would he and his family celebrate the holidays?
Well, they would do a lot of decorating, bringing a lot of nature, a lot of greenery into the house. They had a tree with, the girls could help decorate with popcorn and cranberries and handmade ornaments. You know, letting the girls do Christmas cards, and they hung up stockings, even like people do today, you know,
Sure.
and would bring their cats in and decorate their cats while they would put the stockings up on their chimney.
I love that, and you're kind of recreating that now for guests to see.
Yes, our Christmas decorations will be up until the first day of January.
All right, so let's go back to Mark Twain times. Let's talk about some additional traditions you might have had.
Sure. Well, one of the things that he did was he wrote a letter as Santa Claus to his daughter Susie and talked about how he was going to leave a trunk full of doll clothes, you know, under the piano in their drawing room for her because that was what she really wanted for Christmas that year. And he would dress up as Santa Claus and play tag with his girls and then run back up to the billiard room and come down as, you know, as Papa again and pretend he knew nothing about the visit from Santa Claus.
So he was Santa Claus. Oh, I love that. And what have you brought here for us?
I brought a couple of examples from our collections to show you. The first book right up in the front was actually a gift that Susie and Clara Clemens, the two oldest daughters, had given to their father for Christmas the first year that they're in Hartford, and it's inscribed to them, and it was, you know, books were, of course, as you can imagine, a very popular Christmas gift among the Clemens family. I've also brought some letters. Youngest daughter, Jean, wrote a great letter to her grandmother thanking her for a $5 gold piece. And she was all excited to get money for Christmas because they're going to New York and she didn't have any, and it's a great little chatty little girl letter, you know. And then we also have some 19th century Christmas ornaments, things that would have been typical, the kinds of things that the family would have had on their tree. And some chocolate molds.
This is interesting. This is very elaborate.
Very much so. Their dining would have been incredibly elaborate. They had molded ice creams, molded chocolates, molded butters, really high-end foods.
All right, now I'm supposed to ask you about a story of the box left on a local minister's doorstep by Mark Twain during the Christmas season.
Yes, Mark Twain's best friend was the Reverend Joseph Twitchell, and for Christmas one year, he and his wife Olivia played a little joke on Mrs. Twitchell, and they left a covered basket on the front door, kind of knocked, ran away, and pinned to the cover said, you know, take care of my child and God will bless you, as if it was a baby. And so, you know, scared all of the servants at the Twitchell house, and they opened up the present. Of course, it was a fur coat for Mrs. Twitchell.
Ah, that's terrific. All right, well, let's talk about some of the upcoming events at the Mark Twain House.
This Saturday and Sunday, we have the Stowe and Twain Old Fashioned Christmas. It's from noon until 4. There's going to be some horse-drawn carriages. There's going to be Victorian crafts, and there's going to be a chance to meet the families. We're going to have people walking around as the families.
Oh, that's great. In full costume?
In full Victorian costume. So it's going to be a really wonderful event. That both houses will be open, fully decorated for the holidays.
Terrific. And then we also have a tea party?
We also have a tea party on Saturday. We have a steampunk tea with Miss Kitty, and that's Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Great. Let's put all the information up on the screen so if you could find all the details. It's the Mark Twain House and Museum Holiday Celebrations. Go to marktwainhouse.org, or you can call the number on your screen, 860-247-0998. Patty, thank you so much for being here and
Thanks
bringing
for having me.
Lovely goodies with you. All right.